I told you, I totally agree with you about Jay Williams' tweet, but his explanation can't be denied. And the reason why it can't be denied, Kendrick, is because LeBron made that choice. So that's the important point here. It wasn't like LeBron was deferential because he was inferior to Dwayne Wade. He went from Cleveland to South Beach, and he made the choice to fit in. It was the first family kind of atmosphere that he had been in. You know that, Kendrick. You know brothers in Cleveland betrayed him, snickering behind his back and doing all of this nonsense at one point in time, which contributed to his desire to want to leave Cleveland and go to a better environment. Pat Riley showing him the rings, the brotherhood between him and D. Wade, Bosh being in on the mix. You know all of that. What I'm saying is that it's not insulting what Jay Williams explained this morning, because those were choices that LeBron James made even though he was a superior player. He wanted to do that and wanted to be deferential. The tweet was wrong because it just brought up Scottie Pippen and LeBron James in the same breath, when Scottie Pippen never had that microscopic eye on him and what he was doing on the court the way that LeBron James had, and especially off the court. LeBron James, like you said, has been Batman since he was, since he was 16 years old or whatever. He hasn't had any peace. The pressure, the spotlight, its lens, heating on his back his entire adult life and some of his childhood, to be quite honest with you. Scottie Pippen never had it like that. So when Jay put out the tweet, I totally agree with you. The tweet was wrong, but not his explanation this morning, because all he was explaining was what LeBron James' choice was, and that's the difference.
But see, Stephen A., let me ask you something, man, and this is why I get confused about a lot of things, right? So, and this is praise to KD. I want to make this clear. KD, the Warriors wanted KD just as much as KD went to the Warriors. I hope a lot of people understand that. They called his phone. They had these meetings set up. When KD made the choice to go to the Warriors, right, we all knew that there was Steph team. It's always going to be Steph team, but we all knew who the Batman of that ball club was. It was Kevin Durant. That's why they called him over there. And I think that's the same similar situation. We would never call KD or LeBron or Pippen just because they made a choice. That's my whole thing, because it was clear, because even today, we can say today, D. Wade is Mr. Miami Heat. He's the greatest player to put on the Heat jersey. Is he the best player to ever play for the Heat? Absolutely not. You know, you could debate about for decades to come.
But there's an important distinction to make there, Kendrick, and here's what I'd ask you to understand. With KD, you can't say that. One big reason was that KD was always somewhat deferential. KD is highly efficient. He was never someone that wanted to take more shots than everybody else. He was never someone that wanted to, quote unquote, be the man, give me the ball no matter what. I don't give a damn about team. I don't give a damn about playing the right way. KD was never that guy. So he fit in perfectly with Golden State, and even at times when he had been deferential to Steph Curry or even Klay Thompson on occasion, one of the biggest reasons why no noise was made about that was because that was consistently his game. It fell in line with what we had watched him for his first 9 years in Oklahoma City, eight of them rather, with Russell Westbrook. In the case of LeBron, LeBron was that alpha dog all those years in Cleveland, but then deferred that first year to some degree to Dwayne Wade before really taking the bull by the horn once Dwayne Wade told him to the last 3 years. That's the difference.
No, Stephen A. KD always wanted to be that guy. KD has always been that guy. Don't forget, KD won 4 scoring titles with the Thunder. KD won an MVP in a Thunder uniform. KD has always been that go-to guy.
No, I was just talking about number of shots.
I'm just saying.
I was just talking about the number of shots, activity.
Okay, cool. But KD always been that guy.
Yeah, that's all I was talking about.
He's always been
I know that. I'm not questioning that. I'm just talking about he did it. I'm just talking about he had always been that guy because of his greatness, but not because he necessarily demanded, I want my 25 to 30 shots a game. He didn't need to do that. Whereas with LeBron, had much more on his shoulders those years in Cleveland. So when he stepped back in Miami his first year, it was noticeable. That's all I mean by that.
Okay, well, watch your tone.
Okay, well, both LeBron and Giannis both being compared to Pippen throughout the course of this conversation. Both trying to mind their own business, trying to put in that work in the bubble. Both of them have business to take care of tonight, as the first game to start the things off tonight is Bucks Heat, followed by the Lakers and the Rockets in game one of their series.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.